All right, guys, it's homework time again. Volumes of prisms and pyramids. So um, I went and just to summarize real quickly, I went and got some pictures to help us understand volume. Okay, volume is asking how many blocks can you put inside something. So when you're talking about a rectangular prism, the volume is the number of 1 by 1 by 1 unit boxes that can fit inside the shape. So if you see this as stacked, see, so along the bottom here, we have five block box, and then it's 4 blocks deep. So that bottom layer would be 20 blocks. 5 by 5 rows by 4 deep, that's 20. You can add them up. Well, then volume is how many then can you stack on top of that? So then you have 3 stacks on top. So what we're really doing is we're finding the area of the bottom, which is the number of blocks on the bottom, and then we're multiplying it by the height. That pretty much holds true regardless of the shape. So if we look here, we got a triangular prism. Same kind of thing. We've got, now you can see though that not always do we have whole blocks. So when you talk about finding the area of this piece, you have to use the area of a triangle. So that's that base times height divided by 2. So you might not get a nice, neat number. It might have a fraction or a decimal in it because it's not a nice, neat number of boxes. And then you're stacking those boxes on top of one another. So you kind of have this same idea. And then it even carries over into cylinders, as you can see with a cylinder. See, if you want to talk about the volume of a cylinder, you're talking about how many blocks can I fit in the bottom? And this almost certainly will come out to be a nice number because the volume, the area of a circle is pi r squared. Pi is an irrational number. So you're dealing with this number that's not very easy to deal with. It's definitely not a nice, neat number. It's irrational. It goes on forever. But still, the idea remains the same. You find the area of the bottom, and then you multiply it by the stacks that you can go up. So what's the height? So that's going to be the main theme you're going to see all the way through this. You're going to find the area of the base and you're going to multiply it by the height. The big thing is, what's the height? This is not a right triangular prism. This is an oblique. It's been kicked over. The 12 isn't the height. The 11 is. So the area of the triangular base, area of a triangle is base times height. So 3 times 4, which is 12, but you take half because it's a triangle. So that gets us to 6, and then we multiply it by the height. So that turns out to be 66 cubic centimeters, because it's how many 1 by 1 by 1 cubic, can you fit in there? Okay, same idea here. This time we've got a cylinder. So again, what we're interested in is area of the base. Now, even though this is laying on its side, the base is still the circle. Okay, so it says this oblate cylinder has a volume of 90 pi and a base area of 12 pi. It wants to know the height. Well, we took the area of the base, which was 12, we multiplied it by the height and got 90. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide 90 pi by 12. Here, I'm going to plug this in so I can write this out a little bit for you, so we can see exactly what I'm doing here. Okay. All right, so this right here is the 12 pi. That's my height. That's the thing I don't know. Ooh, that pin marker is really wide. Let's change that. Let's thin that out some. And we'll go erase. Let's get that out of here and back to here. Okay, so this is our height that we don't know. But what we took was we took the area of the base, we times it by the height, and we got 90 pi. Well, they told us the area of the base was 12 pi. So we're taking 90 pi divided by 12 pi. The pi's cancel. And now we're reducing a fraction. They're both clearly divisible by 3. So that would be 30 over 4. And then they're both divisible by 2. And therefore we can leave it as 15 over 2. Or if you use your calculator, it's going to give you 7.5, which is perfectly fine. I like 15 over 2. I like improper fractions. That's how I prefer to put things. Here we go again. This is an oblique cylinder, circular cone. has a radius of 5 and a height of 6, and it wants to know the volume. Okay, well, the way we do this is we pretend that we have a cylinder. So what we really do is we pretend, okay, this whole cylinder is here. A cylinder of the exact same height. Pardon my picture, but everything's about the same. So we're going to do it exactly the same way. We're going to find the area of the base, which area of a circle is pi r squared. So that's going to be 25 pi is the area of our base. And we're going to multiply that by our height. So 25 times 6 is 150 pi. Now that's if it was a cylinder. When it's a cone, you divide that by 3. So our answer here, 150 divided by 3, is 50 pi. All right, last one. Now we have a trapezoidal pyramid. Okay, nothing, the rules don't change because we have the different shapes. The basic fundamental concept is the same here. You're going to find the area of the trapezoid, you're going to multiply it by the height, and therefore you're going to get the volume. Now what they've told us is this trapezoid-based right pyramid has a volume of 48 cubic meters. What is the area of the base? Well, remember, volume is area of the base. That's not what we have one to write that. Area will be a little subscript. Area of the base times the height is volume. Well, they told me the height is 8. But remember, this is a pyramid, much like a cone. So what did we do with that? We divided it by 3. So we took the area of the base, we times it by 8, we divided by 3, and got 48. That's what happened. Took the area of the base times the height. That would be if I drew this in and you thought about it as being just a trapezoidal prism. Then because it's a pyramid, we divided by 3. Now we're going to solve this. So the first thing is to get rid of this 3. We're going to multiply both sides by 3. So you're going to get area of the base times 8. 48 times 3 is 144. And now you're just going to divide by 8. And 8 goes in there, what is that, 18 times? I believe so. So we're going to go back here and we're going to check. We're going to see the area of the base here with any luck. Our area of the base here should be 18 square meters. Awesome. That's volume of pyramids and prisms. Always ask questions.